One more. Yeah, I kind of thought, I was actually thinking today, I was like, do I really? I don't know. Like, if it is one more run in the Modern Horizons Supreme Draft gonna dredge up enough interesting time to be worth it? I think so. Um, we'll have to see. But that's what we're doing today. We're doing one last Supreme Draft for Modern Horizons. Uh, we've got 18 packs awaiting, and I'm gonna, I'm not gonna not do snow if it's sitting around there, but I am gonna try to do something a little more unique if possible, just because, like, as the last one demonstrated, like the worst, like a poor snow deck with some sweepers can do a lot because it has just unreasonable finishers and kind of cards at all stages. Um, but like if the game just hands me like six astrolabes and six crabs, I'm gonna do that anyway. Yeah. Apparently, so apparently tomorrow there's another EDH cube or something like that starts. I have no idea what to expect out of that. If that'll be kind of like the legendary cube, if that'll be like like a slower, more combo-y thing. Um, but yeah, something we'll definitely check out over the week. It's kind of funny that the Tuesday's always been my magic day for like years now. But it ends up being kind of weird for how Magic Online functions because all the Magic Online patches on Wednesday and maintenance is on Wednesday. So, like, Tuesday is generally the last day that a thing happens rather than like the first day that a thing happens. So, but yeah. Anywho, hello, Master. Yeah, hello to everybody. Hope you're having a fine Tuesday. Uh, we've got some magic ahead, and then afterwards some more Xenoblade. Yeah, so yeah, Supreme Draft, as mentioned, all Modern Horizons. Open a pack, pick two cards, throw the pack away, open a pack, pick two cards, do that 18 times, get 36 cards, build the deck, and see if it's 13 Snowlands and 23 cards. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. So, but yeah, that is the plan for today. All right, let's get in position for this. Double Masters, and Modern Horizons, Phantom Supreme. What is up? Okay. Like, I can't even, like, the Phantom Crunchwrap Supreme. Like, is that, like, ghost food? Is that the thing that Gnome's always talking about? It's gotta just be ghost food. Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, no, I understand now.
Moderno Masters.
Hmm. Hello, hello.
Oh, Modern Horizons. Right. Different from what I said.
Yes, yes. Let me quick before we start. I can give you.
Get me some eyes.
Yeah, eyes granted. All right. So yeah, Modern Horizons. This is did the one, and it turns out that like when you do 18 packs of the same set,
You see a lot of repeats, I'm willing to bet? Or
yeah, a lot of repeats, and like the cards that are more like synergy based get a lot more powerful.
that makes sense. Yeah.
So,
I mean, inherently being able to pick two cards from a pack is already an enormous boost to any synergy plan.
yeah.
So,
All right. So let's see what we get to start with. See if we get a direction that isn't. Oh no, we get a direction that's directly snow. Okay. So one of the synergy plans that is extremely powerful in this is the snow plan, because you can always guarantee a snow land down here.
Mhm.
And the snow cards like Abominable Tree Folk are kind of like balanced around how uh like a normal draft would go, where
Which is to say, you have only a handful of snow permanents, even if you're going hard on it.
yeah, like even if you go hard, you end up with 6 snow lands at most, and like very, like your creature base has like some holes in it. So um Abominable Tree Folk here just has power toughness equal to snow permanents, freezes a thing when it comes in, and has trample. Frostwalk, a bastion here. Snowland that becomes a 2/3 that uh, also freezes on hit.
Interesting.
Yeah. Other cards of note in here. Wing Shards is pretty rad. Rhinos is, I don't know. Rhinos is 1 mana for 2 4/4s is sweet. It just takes a long time to get going.
It's incredible in your opening hand. That's for
Yeah.
certain. But any other time you play it, that's suspend 4. It's going to take a long time.
and
It's
not
also-
strong.
yeah.
Also, because it's a sorcery that creates tokens, do those gain haste?
No, they do not. Those
That's
are
what I
slow.
thought, yeah.
So
So that's a weird interaction with suspend and being a sorcery rather than a creature that creates creatures. Gotcha.
Honestly, I think suspend giving creatures haste to begin with is always weird. I always forget that
It
that
is
happens.
weird, yes, but it's,
it's funny because like digitally, it doesn't make sense. Because like you don't have them on the table, they're sort of hidden around, you don't think about them. But in paper, it's a card that's been sitting on the table with 4 counters, 3
Yes.
counters,
Yeah.
2 counters, and then you see it and you think, oh, that should be able to go. It's been in play for 4 turns, but
Right.
it obviously hasn't. But like, if you've played Magic Online, the implementation of suspend is like it's hidden in a little side box.
Yeah, it's in the exile zone, so it's got its own sort of thing while it's happening. Tree folk definitely. Bastion, sure, yeah, why not?
Why not?
It generates snow mana, so
I wanted to my thought going into this was like, can I like avoid doing the snow thing? But then we get like power uncommon and nothing that turns me a different
there's
direction.
no other plan in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, all right, cool. Let's all right, hold on. You are collected company for, okay, don't really care about that.
A more different kind of Coco, not as strong because it's not permanence.
Yeah, it's also a sorcery, which is actually the part I never liked on this one, because it's like sorcery that finds sorceries. And like part of
Yeah, why
Collected
isn't
Company-
that instant or sorceries? It also has blue in it. If it was just red, then just sorceries makes sense, but
I think
it's a blue red card.
I think we need to be very wary of making a collected company.
That's fair. I understand that, but mechanically that should also say instance on it.
Yeah. Springbloom Druid is always a house and a half in this format.
Is that basically a harrow
that
attached
is
to a
a
creature?
harrow on a body? Yes, they come in tapped.
Oh, but the ETB tapped. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like that one's just kind of an easy pickup, especially because like it lets us branch out into whatever colors we feel like or see.
Right.
Everything else in here. If you're gonna stick on snow, Frostwall is a mediocre snow creature.
There's always, this is always the like the
Yep.
like, default. You can just grab your snow land from below the cut and call it good.
Does have a weird. I'm going to assume it has a weird effect though if you do that. Building your deck at the end is going to be weird in
Yeah.
that you took a lot of your picks as just lands that were already going to be in there anyway.
So it's funny though. So the one other of these I did, I had 10 snowlands and 26 cards, and the deck was quite unreasonable for things like Abominable Tree Folk just being a 10/10 on coming into play, or
Right.
like, however, it made it extremely unflexible. Like,
Yeah, you basically don't have a sideboard at all.
Correct.
You went in all in on the plan, and there's nothing else you can do but that plan.
yes.
Before we, oh, sorry.
I
go
was
ahead.
say Ephemerite's the other card in here I like.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other plan here that's represented all is Ephemerate, which is the flicker plan, the blue white flicker. Vesper Lark is also kind of that, but
Yeah,
not super that. So
I kind of like it. I mean,
I also
Vesper
like
Lark works
Ephemerating
with
as-
Springbloom Druid.
it does.
so does Ephemerate.
Also true.
Yeah, it even works with Abominable Tree Folk, as it does have it come into play tap.
Yep.
So I'll pick that up. I can Snowlands we can find, and like this lets me at least open up a direction that might be a little bit more unique. I need to read. Oh goodness. I'm sorry, if you control 10 or more snow permanents, that's the
You
easiest
got a
shit
Merit
in the
Mage?
world.
Oh, okay.
all
You
right,
are Snowman.
All
right.
Well, there you go.
That's the easiest shit in the world, let me tell you. Because again, like I said, when you pick up all these snowlands, you know, this set is designed around drafting with 24 packs and a bunch of people, and
I did not. Yeah. It's
you're not supposed to
And
get this.
exactly. I had no idea this card existed. I did not know that they printed a second Merit Mage
It makes the
card.
token.
Yeah, it makes the same token and everything. Nice.
Yeah, it makes the 2020 Flying Indestructible Black Avatar. So,
We don't get to see this one's art though, I guess.
yeah, it's been it'll probably show up.
All right.
Other powerful cards in here in a different plan are this plus Changeling Outcast. Ninjas is also pretty workable, strong.
Oh, for what it's worth, Marilage's Slumber's art is mainly just a
Dark.
snowy mass of tentacles. It looks like nothing.
I do like some dumb things we can do with that as well. Like, for example, if we ephemerate at our opponent's end step a Spring Bloom Druid to go get 2 more Snowlands and pops us up to 10, it means our Marilage enters the battlefield on their end step.
It says no. The thing only.
Oh, but needs your
triggers-
upkeep. Sorry. Oh, I see. It's sorry. I misread the triggers. I thought
Yeah, the other
it's
way.
1 on snow permanents, but still.
Yeah. So okay, and grabbing the snow-covered island is now that we have like
Now,
a strong pull. One thing
That
about
is an enormously powerful outlet for certain.
yeah, one of the things about snow is that we have 2 cards now that are basically auto picks if we see them at
Crab.
common. Crab and Astrolabe.
Oh yeah, they printed that snow crab, the Snowhedron crab, Snowdron
yeah,
crab.
Snowdron Crab, and Astrolabe is 1 mana artifact, snow artifact that draws a card and fixes your mana forever. So like, you know, you never have to worry again about any other mana issues.
This is an otherwise entirely non-snow. But wait, hold on. That's neat.
Yeah. So the ninja stuff we saw in packs 3 and 4 there was pretty real. In the sense that like that's actually some like, you know, like the reasons to play ninjas are like this and the uncommon.
That's a lot of power in a single three comment like a 3 mana blue creature. That's a lot of power.
Yes.
6/1? Dang.
It reminds me
Sorry, 6/2 basically.
reminds me of a Jeskai Infiltrator.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the morph that hides under a second morph that it makes.
So here we have no snow cards except for our auto snowland.
Yeah.
Prison Tusker
That's
though
true.
can find you snow basics.
Yeah.
And Also, just draws 2 for 3 mana.
I also don't see anything else that works with like the ephemerate idea. And
Yeah, that is.
getting some more fixing is not going to be hard. Black is the tertiary color for snow. Obviously, our first two are here. Black has a very few. I don't even.
Wrath.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's. I don't actually know if I'd call it tertiary. It might just be that one, and then like on thin ice.
Honestly, I think that the other 3 colors have a few snow cards, but it's really blue-green.
Yeah. So
I'm going to assume Scred isn't in this.
no.
Okay, good.
The big thing about this set, the conceit of this set, was that it was made up of 2 parts. One was like the set went straight to modern. One half of the set is new cards, straight to modern. Like these talismans. The other half of the set was cards that are not in modern. So
Okay, so
Scred
cards
being-
like Scred wouldn't be in there because that was already modern legal.
correct. So like Crossand
Gotcha.
Tusker was, in Onslaught block, which is not modern. So like that's why it sees this
Yes.
reprint here. Same with Lonely Sandbar.
Yeah, these cycling tap lands. The on color cycling lands, right? The ones that cost 1 of the color they produce. Ice Fang Quaddle, okay. That's also easy to do.
Yep,
That
this
that
is
right there is a flash. What is it called? Deathly Strix or something?
Baleful.
For you?
Baleful Strix.
Baleful Strix for
Yep.
you. Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's a huge fucking card in modern right now.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Baleful Strix is already a good card. What if we also give it a flash? Is pretty good too.
Yeah, because again, another Vesperlark. I would like now. I have a deck that I actually would really like to see Vesperlark in. Like, we have Ice Fang
Yeah.
Quaddle, like Cantrix. Like, if I see more Vesperlarks, they I think are going to be a higher up idea. Just because like
Snow Crab's a common.
Yeah,
All right,
Snow
we should
Crab's
see a
a
couple more
common.
of those then.
Hopefully. Last draft we saw 1.
yeah, 18 packs. We had one. We had one Astrolabe as well. But the thing about it was that Snow is quite resilient.
Yeah.
Was
hoping
that
this
enough
one-
to have the
That
one?
that went 3-0
Dropped
with one
game,
loss.
I believe.
Yeah, drop one
Yeah.
game.
And so what
Nice.
I'm hoping this draft is whereas that one was the very much just jank 5 color. Let's just get there. I'm hoping this is more of the smooth. Our deck runs like a well-oiled machine.
I want
Snow deck.
I want to see like 2 to 3 colors, like 2 colors with like maybe a splash based off the Astrolabes, and maybe we're playing the snow-covered swamp because we want snowlands with the.
Right.
So far, you are doing a really good job of keeping to blue-green with maybe a little bit of white.
Oh. Can I fit in triple blue with this one?
Is that basically Cryptic Charm? Is that the idea
so
here?
it's choose one instead, but
Yeah.
all the modes are really
Well, because it's a charm,
strong.
right?
Yeah,
So-
but yes, it is effectively. So it's counter target spell, draw 2, or instant speed, steal a 1 or less.
This is looking like it might be a pack of picking up that charm, or one other strong pick, and then maybe the swamp. It is about a bit of armor to keep picking swamps
Yeah,
as your snow-covered lands, but
there's also there's a friend of Doc's here. We got Spider Town.
Oh yeah. Actually, speaking of, I did build a third deck,
Okay,
which was suggested by Zorak about this to make it, or Red, which other one? It was Zoraxa, I think, the Hydra that cares about X spells.
hmm
I've called it X equals snakes, and there are over 40 cards in the deck with X in the cost.
Good. I spent some time rebuilding Doran the Siege Tower, so I'm excited to.
Oh, nice.
Which is exactly what you would expect Doran the Siege Tower's deck to look like.
Enormous butts, I'm going to assume.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
hate
gonna
the,
rebuild my Yateem animal.
yeah.
The Ashkana deck I did has assault formation in it, so that if we go up against each other, that is going to be a toughness on toughness fight.
Could just pick up the Rot Widow pack and feel okay having some sort of late game way to eat my grave to get value.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Rob Widow pack kicks ass. Just kind of in general, I think it's a cool card.
Oh, we're
In that case, if you're picking that, would you want to take the swamp instead of the charm?
no, I'd still
Okay.
I would just want the one swamp for splashing this card.
Okay.
We're not like rebuilding them in paper.
Or online or anything. It's tabletop sim building them. So
we got
The Bear Lord.
the Bear Liker, Plains
oh yeah,
Below.
I remember Bear Liker.
I don't hate me a
That
Smiting
snow-covered
Helix.
plains is okay.
The thing with Smiting
Play.
Helix is that if we end up with Astrolabes, it should be like flash upable or flash backable, not flash. But sadly,
Chiller Pillar is slow.
Chiller Pillar I think is the worst of the snow cards that we can have in here. Like it's I love Chiller Pillar, but I don't like the card because it's just very expensive.
Smiting okay,
Yeah, it's
Smiting Helix is cute. I see. I get it.
I love it because like it is a mono black effect, but also
But its flashback is Lightning Helix at sorcery speed. So
Yep.
yeah, I like Smiting Helix here very easily. I might grab that Snowland below the cut.
Plains Snowland's not a bad one to get.
I'm okay having like one of our off color Snowlands as like a fetchable target for Spring Bloom Druid and Crowsand Tusker, because like, you know, if we want to be ephemerating or we see Vesper Lark or anything like that. The Bear synergy, if we had seen this earlier, I would have like slam dunk and tried to build around it. But you take a look at our deck, there are 0 cards that it functions with, and it very clearly is not like changelings are not something we're going to be chasing in any way.
yeah.
So
It'd be pursuing a new plan entirely 6 picks in, so
yeah, I like this. We're still in the front 9, so Goblin Engineer.
Bears have 2 queens now, although Ayula is the one that's actually a bear queen, because if I remember right, the other one just works better for changelings. Or something.
Yeah, this is the... Okay, I'm done. Remember what that one was.
Tough one. Not really seeing anything too much in your plan right now.
This one slammed them all.
Oh, Winding Way. I didn't see that card.
This one's...
I should probably put that as a replacement for a number of the other ones I have.
So this one's cool because it's not grab one, it's grab all of the named.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Which
Oh, but you have to do it before you reveal. Okay.
Yes, you choose one or the other, and generally you kind of know like, well, I'm looking for one or the other. Grab these 2.
Yeah.
That fills out. I think this fills out all the mana stuff I ever want to see. At this point, I want to see some snow-covered forests, and I want to see.
Yeah, my only other suggestion here would be to take the snow-covered plains below the cut.
Yeah, that might be okay. Again, like I don't want to have
another snow permanent for free, basically.
Maybe that's better than just the Winding Way. And we kind of, because again, we do want all these to get the cantrics and etc. to get be functional.
Yeah. Crowsand Tusker also helps with Raw Widow Pack. Winding Way does better if you're gonna play Raw Widow Pack. Having creatures in your yard is useful and helpful. So.
Okay.
BYO Progenitus.
Yeah.
Neat.
That seems sweet. Snow-covered forest below the cut seems neat. Ice Hide Golem is also pretty cool. This is just 1 mana, 2/2.
It's a snobbling guide, sorta, kinda, without the haste or the land stuff.
I'm more interested in Hex Drinker because this card is just like win target limited game if it's not killed.
It's just
yeah.
good.
It is a 1 mana 2/1 that becomes a 6/6 pretty quick.
Yeah, so I like that, and I'm also quite happy to see Snow-Covered Forest.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, Snow Amaru, Snow Dog. Okay, this one's pretty easy. Ice-Hide Golem's the only one I wish I could take here, but Hex Drinker's just too cool not to.
Hound of Santa is pretty good.
All right, here we go. Finding
Astrolabe,
the cards
Rhyme
we
Tender.
want.
Perfect.
Rhyme Tender untaps a snow permanent. Astrolabe is the card that makes these decks function.
Is that another snow-covered plains below the cut?
Yes.
Man, it's swamps and plains only
Yep.
right now.
Yeah,
Of course, you're getting these other two, which are way better, but
yes.
yeah.
So we're looking at this is just sweet. This is the sort of thing we want to fill out the deck.
Honestly, I think part of the true power of the snow deck in this Supreme Draft format is that you end up playing way more of your picks because you're playing all of your snow-covered lands. Hey,
Urza, huh? Don't hate me in Urza. Like that's probably like I'm not seeing anything else I really like in the.
yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, Ursa has, what do you call it, as his last ability.
Yeah, the temporal aperture activation.
Mm-hmm.
I think is the
Like,
which
if you don't have the artifact synergy.
right. Hopefully the token's like a 1/1 or a 2/2 or even makes our astrolabes tap for blue.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems interesting there. Nothing else is super falling out.
Huh. I suppose when Urza uses the Astrolabe, you do not get snow mana because it's Urza's ability and not the Astrolabe's ability.
Yes. All right, that seems good. All right, well, we're in the back nine.
There's a Lord High does 5 different things. Deck all unto himself. Looking ass card.
Ooh, Island, nice.
I wish the Yawgmoth card was nearly as good as the Urza card.
It's funny, the Yawgmoth card, like the Yawgmoth card, like is reasonable,
It's-
but Urza
It's
is
reasonable and good. It's just Urza is disgusting.
Yeah, Urza's
Urza is, modern breaking.
right.
Yeah, Urza is like I said, he's a deck unto himself
Yep.
by himself.
Yeah. Future Sight.
I don't really see anything else in this
You
pack,
are
so
blue enough right now
I
that
guess-
you were going to want to include as many islands as possible anyway.
Yeah.
So the Future Sight actually could be playable, but at the same time, it is spending your turn on 5 to do that.
It's probably
I
as
mean,
your main
generally,
thing.
you untap with Future Sight and you pretty quickly win the game.
yeah. I like the Future Sight here. I'm okay on Frostwalla, but like I really like the idea of just being able to slam lands off the top, slam
If we were later on creatures, I'd say I would agree, but honestly, you're doing pretty all right on just having creatures to play.
right, and Frostwalla is like
yeah, that's fair.
okay, but like it's not gonna be breaking up any well, the cut is snow-covered mountain for the first time.
You might
It's
want that
a
one
3
just for Spidey Helix.
Yeah.
Also, just straight up regrowth.
Yeah.
Straight up regrowth is good.
Firebolt, Firebolt Lava Dart, yeah.
Oh man.
Turn X cards at random from your grave to hand. Uh-huh.
Maybe you get a second Mare Lodge.
That seems necessary.
I mean, that's a dumb value card, so like I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But
I'm having one snow-covered mountain. Yeah, like regrowth versus reap, basically.
yep. Reap is a good card. Reap the Past is a fun card.
Yeah. Firebolt's like is like, but the problem with Firebolt is that red is like our very obvious 5th color here. And not
Yeah, that doesn't feel like the power level of a card you want for a splash.
like, so this means like if we get the red late for reap, that's just gonna be like fine because we get reap for 4 and then pick up our graveyard. I kind of like that. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what. Yep, that's the one.
Yep. Cool.
So you can't get more than one crab in a draft, but you can get a Dead of Winter every time.
I'll take that 100%. Dead of Winter is -X, where X is 1,000, and
I think that Yep.
It's
okay,
also
second
your
Spring Bloom Druid.
opponents only, basically. Okay.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Unless they're also playing snow, in which case that card is dead as
dead
hell.
as hell. Yeah, we bored the shit out of that one for like one of our 3 sideboard cards.
Yeah.
It kills our Rot Widow pack, it kills Urza, it kills Springbloom Druid, but everything else lives through it. I guess it would kill a Crossand Tusker if one's in play. Don't know.
Man,
what
it's fucking wild how Urza, the protagonist of the game and biggest king should have biggest king should have fucked Mountain in the series, just died out in a blizzard.
Yeah.
He just got
Whoops.
lost. Whoops.
Sucks.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why he wasn't around for the Ice Age.
Now we got Doc and Kabanaw here today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, listen, being out in a blizzard is a bad thing. Don't ever be it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
I'm happy to get the land at least.
String of Disappearances.
Probably.
Because, you can String of Disappearances your own creature,
So like,
and then,
Do it again by
Yeah.
paying another 2.
reckless charge.
2020.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Dismissed. 2020. The third Firebolt. I think I'm fine picking 1 Firebolt.
Yeah, okay.
Now that we have 2 Springbloom Druids, 2 Crossand Tuskers, like,
Yeah.
this isn't gonna hurt to have around. I don't want the string. I want the.
If you would pick the Reign of Revelation, there will have been a world in this, in time, in which you discard Smiting Helix and then immediately place Smiting Helix off your 2,
Yes.
Mountain Implants.
Perfect. We got a duel. We got Swamp Below the Cut. We got Arkham's Astrolabe. Hi, how you
Okay,
doing?
well, there's one of them.
And the duel is our colors.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
on-color duel with, it's also one of the sack duels for a card. Hell yeah.
Now, the only other card I'm looking at here is Wall of Blossoms, as you know.
As just
Mhm.
2 mana, 1/0/4 with draw a card attached to it.
Indeed.
It would be nice to have, but that Astrolabe has to be there. And I don't
The
know.
letter picking can also draw us a card if we need a card. So,
Yeah, we have 11 lands and 32 picks. So Squirrel's Nest is fine. You kind of want it more with synergy stuff. Like there are actual synergies for it with like there's a unicorn that's like whenever a creature comes into play, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That was a really good synergy one of our opponents had. The card's fine, but like yeah, the idea is we just barely want to make weight. You're correct. That's exactly what I want to do is like have our main deck be exactly 23 cards, and we just don't. What's a sideboard? I don't know.
we play every card we pick.
Yeah, so
That's power.
Wall of Blossoms is reasonable here.
All 3 of these cards that we're looking at are ones that also replace themselves. They're all free cards, basically. It's just kind of like, what do you want to do with the card that replaces itself? Because the Astrolabe, you're taking that, it is fixing and card draw, and is a snow permanent.
Yeah.
Waterlogged Grave is fixing, draws the card, is not a snow permanent. Wall of Blossoms is a creature, draws a card, is not a snow permanent, nor does it fix.
Yeah, so it's like the one that's like more defensive. Like the reason I think I'm gonna pick the Grove is actually Future Sight.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Need to go fix it for that one.
Lutsana. Ooh. Huh? So talking about you might want to have some sort of synergies for your squirrels. What if I like pick that in Soul Herder?
Yeah, I like Soul Herder here.
Man of War is also a choice.
Soul Herder is other creature, right? You can't flash that Astrolabe.
Yeah, another creature, but we do have like
Okay.
Quaddle
So,
draws.
Ice Fang, Cantrix, Mills, Springblade, Druid Cast. We have plenty of ETBs. We like to
Urza
see.
makes a thing.
Yeah.
This taps down another thing, or
Or yeah, cool. You're picking a plan in and of itself out of this pack.
Yeah, and the thing is, this also gets us to 23 main deck cards.
Phew. Okay. Yeah, sure. All right.
So, yeah, Mana War is the other one here. Like, Battle Screech is cool for other decks, but not us. This card's dumb as hell. No, seriously, this card's dumb as hell.
Yeah, man. I've seen that Elks like 4 times so far. Can't get one other fucking crab.
Okay, well,
Okay, well that's good.
I don't dislike Glacial Revelation as draw 4.
Then we could just go ahead and grab whatever. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
It was just
It's
3.
also Winter's Rest.
Yeah, so we have some
Oh,
removal
sure.
choices here, too. Ah, yes, pick this and make sure our
Yeah,
artifacts can't do anything. So, yeah,
ourselves.
alright, so we have...
I was really into Collector Oof. That was a good oof.
Mm-hmm. So we got 3 cards here. We got Winter's Rest, Snow Forest, Glacial Rev.
Glacier Rub is one of them.
Yeah, this is, because this is like, we look at our deck, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, it's a little under 50%.
It will be on average at least about draw 3,
yeah.
basically. And that's really good off of 3 mana sorcery.
How much value we have already? We 2 Druids, 2 Crowsand Tuskers.
I mean, I think our other pick here is going to be a snow permanent of some kind.
Right, so we go up to 18. We might not be playing all those planes.
I personally like the Glacial Rev and Winter's Rest picks here, but
Yeah, I mean, what's our removal looking like right now? Like,
Non-existent.
flashing in Ice Fang Quaddle, basically.
yeah, Ice Fang Waddle, Dead of Winter. We have, I guess we do a Firebolt.
Smiting
We have
Helix,
we have
Firebolt.
2 removal. Yeah, okay. I think we're okay with on removal. Like, I guess it's not, we don't have a ton for big things. Until Dead of Winter, -6 is the whole board. But
Yeah, it feels really wrong, but I think I'm gonna go with these 2. Specifically because I feel like I just want to be as heavy on these snow permanents as possible for like Merit Lage.
oh yeah,
And God, Dead of Winter puts, or Glacial Rev does bin them, which, like, with Smiting Helix, that's fine. If we bin Reap the Past, that sucks. What's our 1 cut, by the way?
One of the Crows and Tuskers or the Rot Widow pack.
Sure, okay.
That's what I would do.
yeah. The biggest reason I say is Rotwidow Pack your own graveyard, or is it in your
Yeah, it's
graveyard?
your grave.
It's your own graveyard. Yeah.
So then the reason why I would say the Rotwidow Pack is because it does not super combo well with
So if we
returning your stuff to hand late game.
If I do this, here, then we put all these over here, and all these back in the main. So
Wow, you have a sideboard of 24 cards.
So 20. All right, so 24 cards in the main. We have to make 1 cut. Yeah, so
I think Curse and Tusker would be a fine cut. I think Rotwidow Pack would be a fine cut.
yeah, because again, this is
They are 2 cards that actually work together, I guess, is the only real concern there. Rot Widow Pack and Crows and Tusker are actually, like, they're good together, because you cycle 1 into your grave, and bam, you have a new target for Rot Widow Pack. Rot Widow Pack's activation is expensive. I'll throw that out there. It costs 5.
It's expensive. We don't got any other spiders.
Y'all have read this card, right? Like,
Soul Herder kicks ass.
Skull Herder is incredibly strong.
I don't want to.
Also the Ardones.
I have a lot of come into play effects that
It's repeated. It doesn't happen just once. That's not an ETB do the flicker. It is a end step every time flicker.
Yeah. Like I guess we didn't pick the Wall of Blossoms that would have been for it.
Yeah, I don't think the Rotwidow Pack is strong enough on its own. And we have 0
That's
other
my
players.
feeling. Yeah.
Okay, and then if we run into evasion.deck,
Then you
know?
kick. Yeah.
We
Then
make
you-
our
you-
one.
Slam into the here's my wall.
Your one change. Welcome to Reach Zone.
Yep, we add in that. All right, so let's add in all our lands.
So you're gonna slam in like a couple more islands and like one more forest or two more forests?
Yeah, the thought would be here is like, do I want to keep the double planes?
It's a good question. You have 2 white cards. You have the Astrolabe. So okay, you don't need the second planes for fixing, but it is a
It's a snow permanent still.
Yeah, and there's enough things in here that make me like, again, Merit Lage wants a critical mass.
Right.
You are actually, might be a weakness. You're actually pretty color hungry.
Yeah, that's why like we need to rely on Springbloom Druids and the Astrolabes pretty heavily. Like,
Yep.
Yes.
because like, Future Sight, Deep Forest Hermit, Urza are all hell.
Yeah.
Archmage's
It's
Charm
gonna be
costs
tough. I think
3
for
blue.
Yeah, I think for that reason, I think we want 3 more islands and 2 more forests.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Okay, and then my problem there is that like the first green gets us access to the Crosan Tusker.
Yep.
Druid bits.
So like, would you do 4 islands in one forest?
No, I was thinking maybe going 3 forests, 1 island, because once I have the 1 forest, then getting the other islands would be a lot easier with like, because Springbloom just harrows for double,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fair.
Um,
It's only really a concern of like if you just don't have those yet, but you have like the Coatl and some other stuff on
yeah.
in your start. You do have so many cards that fetch for, land in general that you're probably right. Yeah.
That's the bit that makes me think it, because like it's a lot more likely that I'm gonna see one of these Springbloom Druids or Crosan Tusker before like Archmage's Charm. And like if we can't cast this on turn 3, that's fine. Sure.
It's
I will
also going heavier on forests here also makes it more likely for you to cast your other non-blue spells like Dead of Winter, Smiting Gilix, Firebolt, Ephemerate, Soulbender, like all of them.
Yeah.
Soul Herder.
That's true.
So, all right, let's I like
Beautiful sideboard, a Rot Widow pack, and an island.
And I do appreciate that there is in fact a world in which we sideboard in the Rot Widow pack, right? Like it's a genuine concern.
Yep.
This is almost just a stipulation draft where you have to play Riccardi draft.
That's the thing about this is like, so the reason, I guess I think snow is very powerful, but it also has this like, sort of strange drawback of like, you kind of have to like, if you don't go all in on this plan, like
You're not getting a plan. It just won't happen if you don't go all in on it and you decide I'm gonna do a little bit of snow.
Ooh.
You can't do that. It's not gonna be as effective as the other synergy stuff that other people are building.
Yeah.
You need to go either all in on snow or don't do snow.
All right, we're fighting against the 108 Echoes. I like this hand. Springbloom Druid on 3, Winter's Rest as defense. We can get red for Firebolt and black for Dead of Winter.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that should be just fine. As a rule, I will attempt to not play, like, hold the snow bits for a little while just so that we can get more.
So if we get our 1 Cantrix out of the deck.
Yeah, if we draw our Cantrix, we get a little bit more out of it.
So then the idea here is you will destroy the island and then go pick up the snow cliff. Never mind, you're good.
Now you can go grab a
planes, I guess. No cover planes.
Planes and
Yep. Makes sense.
Or another island.
Yeah.
Both of those I think are like equally viable, I think.
I think the
Because lightning skelemental. Hello.
Oh.
How you doing?
Well, we got the Reap the Pass for that. So
Yeah,
we
you
just
got
our
Reap
planes
Pass,
are,
so you can also just flash back out the firebolt.
I'm just
if you
getting
wanna do that.
the Firebolt's getting discarded.
They don't have any creatures on board, but the rest is nice to keep, so
So we'll discard the Firebolt and like
second island. Island in hand.
I mean, you could just play Reap the Past where X equals 1 to pick up Dead of Winter again.
right.
Like, you don't need Dead of Winter yet. There's not a board built.
That's true.
maybe get rid of
But at the same time, Winter's Rest also, yeah, basically same deal. There's no creatures on board.
Yeah, I'm gonna play
Yeah.
like this, and then okay. Here's worst case: is our opponent plays Unearth next turn, right? Like,
And then hits you
Honestly,
with
my
another
mind is just-
6 and lightning.
Mine is just another lightning skeletal.
okay, so I'm gonna sack the island to go grab red white.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You want the red at least for certain.
Okay. So then we want Mountain Plains. And our Dead of Winter's huge.
Your Dead of Winter is -5/-5 now to everything.
Here it comes.
Yep, there it is.
Beautiful.
My ass!
Here comes the pain.
All right.
So Dead of Winter in the forest, right?
And then we just reap the past for like 3.
Yeah.
And just pick everything back up.
Oh god, I don't have an answer to Lightning Skelemental.
Need lava dart or something. Jeez.
Yeah. Hmm. Reap for 3. Or I could like Rhyme Tender and then wait till like reap for 4. Because it's random. This isn't targeted, so.
Yeah. So
I mean, my big worry here is that your opponent just has like
another Unearth and
another
just fucking
Unearth, like that's the
kills
whole.
you.
That's why they
Yeah.
haven't done anything yet, just because their only plan is just to unearth forever.
If that's what they got, that's what they got.
That's what they got. Then we just gotta.
It's really It is a very, very respectable plan to kill someone just by hitting them with the
Well, I
same
mean,
lightning skeletal 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cowards can't block.
Okay.
All right, sure. And okay, all right, not another unearth. Ooh,
Ooh, hello. That's
Hi,
good stuff,
I'm doing-
actually.
I'm gonna commit that. Yeah, and then blink, and then I'm just thinking we probably like sack plains to go grab plains plus island or something like that.
yeah, I think Plains Island
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Or plains forest, one of those two.
I like the island because
Weirdly enough, this is actually. So, weirdly enough, this actually makes this actually neutral on Reap the Past because you pick up more cards, but you are putting more like, lands into the graveyard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, better because you're going to be picking up more cards off of Reap the Past, but,
It's a sack.
it muddies the control of it a little bit.
Honestly, I'm kind of interested in picking up 2 islands here. Mainly because they, if we
We already have our white card in play.
If you're going to do that,
Right.
grab one of the regular islands so you can sack that other island, then put down the,
sure, yeah.
snow covers again.
but yeah, that's my thought. Is if you look at your deck, you have 2 draws you have that require you to have 3 blue, whereas you only have 1 draw that's just single white, and that's not even a very powerful draw, even if you get it. So.
And then Hermit's the only double green.
Yeah.
So okay, I like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then next turn you'll sack the regular island to grab a snow-covered island, and then a snow-covered plains or another snow-covered forest again.
Yep.
This is some hilarious shit.
Mhm.
All right, we're there.
You were-
Here comes Pyrophobia. Yep. Okay, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Well, cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna pick up my grave.
Yeah. Or
you play Future Snut.
or I'm a
Smite?
genius.
Triple blue shows up.
Future
Thanks.
Snite. And there's the ephemera you can't cast. Nice.
Well,
Maybe
you
I'm
know,
not that much of a genius.
look. Very, I'm a genius. Oh no, it's fine. We're look. We got it. And also we're gonna move right past it. So not a problem. Oh, I kind of want to draw
Fine.
Smiting Helix. My life total at 8 feels a little.
Yeah.
It feels real bad.
Against.
Now is the time to draw Unearth, second Lightning Scale Elemental.
Okay, here's some goblins. Forest. Ooh!
Oh,
baby.
counter!
You wanted. Yep.
Nice 3 goblins. How those 1/1s treating you, huh?
Experience tokens.
It's a tough one.
This. What if Archmage
you
is
got
Charm
a-
is top
if you-
of deck?
Cool. Yep.
If there's something nasty on top of your deck, you could also just sack the grove to dig through it as well.
Look at that dig.
Hello.
Look at that
That's nice.
dig. That digs 2.
Yep.
This is illegal.
Iceberg Cancrix is there. Oh man, I didn't even think about how this interacts with Iceberg Cancrix. Oh, ho, ho, ho! All right, buddy, attack us with something.
Yeah, come on
Who
in.
knows?
At this point, we don't have to worry about the Skelemental, like, coming back from the grave again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we just block it with 3 squirrels.
Yep. We could also, at any point, ephemerate our druid,
Yeah.
hmm
because we now have white mana.
If they've been paying attention, they know you can do that.
hmm I'm waiting on it as like a... Like, here comes over. Yeah, for that. That's the exact reason I was waiting on it.
Yeah. Now the question is, like, if they did again, they
Did
could
they
know that you could do
know-
this if they were paying attention, but
Right. Do they have like the -1 or some second burn? Okay, mob. That's
Yes,
and
they
that's
do.
and that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, they got there.
That's
Yep.
fine.
you got them to 2 from. Yeah, they got you to. Well,
Unfortunately,
they 2
Ephemerate
for
does
2
not
to you.
rebound now,
but
Well, I will reap the past for a shit ton. So
Yep.
at some point, I will reap the past, and we will land up top.
Hmm.
Thinking
Brings
about
pass for full 7 now.
yeah, I'm thinking about like playing that smiting helix off the top just to get us like a little bit of a cushion, and also like just so that we can see another new card, and then like Cantrix leave up Quaddle. Like you and then
Cancrix isn't a plan to win at this point, but it is still a fine thing to put down on the board as a 0/4.
Mm-hmm.
You'd also just use it on ourselves if we want to get past something we don't want on top of our deck anymore.
Hi, Urza.
Or you just cast Urza.
I suppose. We have 13 cards in deck, so I probably don't want to go too deep on this.
I appreciate that we're showing our opponent our whole ass here in game 1.
Yes,
Yeah, it's true. You actually still can cast Coatl.
if we need to. It is possible.
You have only 13 cards left in your deck. Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what the Cantrix is for, is all of a sudden making it so that we win that.
Mhm.
Not that we might need it here. I think things are just doing fine.
Yeah, things.
Yeah, you're gonna come
well
out of
in
this ahead.
Cool.
Can you play that and then immediately give it 8?
Yeah, basically.
right, nice. Problem at this point is you've got too many good moves. You have to start thinking about which of the good moves is the best good move.
I'm gonna just go with deal lethal damage to our opponent. That's
That seems like the best good move.
of all possible moves. Like that one just feels a little bit too free.
I understand where you're going with that, but have you considered losing instead?
crab there is anti. Just like, I don't want a skelemental to show up and kick my ass.
Just Urza and the crab get in front of the skelemental.
Okay, pro instance.
Now this is anti-skelemental.
Alright, and...
Yeah.
Destroyed.
They leave.
Yeah, there was nothing they could. You know what? I think they might have had something that they could do about it, but didn't notice protection from instants, and they were thinking, all right, by the time it gets up to 8, I'll do something that does 4 damage. Oh, wait.
So the reason I wanted to go full on this, by the way, is the threat of threaten. Like, if I go, like, up to 6, and they threaten it, and then pump it to 8, and they just go, you know, walk right past. Anyway,
Cool.
Well,
I think we're all right. I mean, I don't think that really does anything to stop skelemental.
no, the thing, like, we really don't have answers to that card. Our answer to that is, our deck is 5,000 pieces of card advantage, and hopefully one of our 12... you know, bits comes online before we die.
Yep. Worked last game.
What a game. What a deck.
Sure did.
What a...
You did draw through, I believe it was 28 cards in that game, by the way.
Yeah. It makes me feel any better. This hand looks bad even if you weren't super greedy.
Right, because it's 1 land at 6. So let's go ahead and...
Much
this
better.
is better.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just throw a forest down on
Definitely
bottom,
better.
call it good. We almost might be able to cast that charm.
Yeah.
Crosand Tusker is real nice. Astrolabe. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, forest go away. Opponent mold to 6 as well. We'll see.
All right. Not only are you, yeah, you're doing just fine. Hello. I feel like it is a mistake to play that without it having protection from instants backup.
I think that is a 4-drop.
Yeah, let's treat it as
That-
such.
Yeah. That's a 4-mana 4-drop right now with protection from instants that then next turn becomes a 6/6 with protection from everything.
Maybe if our opponent had not shown us every Coward Destroyer.
Right, the 3 damage Coward Destroyer. Those are sorceries, by the way, too. So...
yeah. So they'd have to use multiple of them.
Of course, you do this to make it
Check
look like
this
you're
shit
missing
out.
your land drops.
Check this sick shit out. You play something, and then you filter it twice. You can turn it something into any mana, and then if you change your mind, you can turn it into a different kind of mana again.
Alright, so we're taking... No, we're not. That's not correct mana for it. It's red, red, black, not black, black, red, right? Sure.
Okay.
I see why they're, yeah, if their deck revolves around Lightning Skelemental, that makes sense.
Okay, Springbloom Druid here?
I like the Druid here.
And
Sack.
then you could just get rid of the forest for, well, whatever you want, really.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
like,
at
at
this
this point,
point-
you've got mana for days.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's get rid
I
of...
do think we want to hold on to that. Oh, I was going to say we hold on to that Hex Trigger until...
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, that's...
we hold on... Sorry, go ahead.
That was just me misclicking.
Gotcha, okay, cool. I was like, oh, that, okay, sure. No, because I think we want to keep holding on to the Hex Trigger until after we play Dead of Winter. Because I think
That
that
follows.
it's going to die to Dead of Winter, no matter how high we bump it.
Alright, so let's go... Sack a... forest. We're gonna grab... black source, red source, and call it good.
Great. So right now, Dead of Winter is a -5/-5.
Yes. Taking 3. Because, we might draw things to blink that or something like that. Having 2 Astrolabes basically means my lands just don't matter in the slightest. Sure.
Alright, who's the turn to play the Hex Drinker? Well, except what I talked about, where, we might want to use the Dead of Winter first. So, we can just keep up Astrolabe Charm and a Curse and Tusker cycle.
Let's do that, and then next turn we can... I'm probably gonna spend the Dead of Winter next turn, like, regardless of moves. So...
Yeah, I mean, I figure, like, they have 2 creatures on the battlefield. It'd be nice if they commit a third, but if they don't, that probably means that, like, they have nothing but removal in hand, so...
Yeah, so I'll trump block the Wart Witch here. Just, again, because I'm gonna be Dead of Wintering next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So...
That probably means they're going to be turning their thing to do... Well, no, never mind. Doesn't icon that. Okay.
Yep. I just want to... I'd like to see a third play here, but if not, I'm still gonna... So, cycling...
Doesn't really matter at this point. Probably just gonna grab any snow land, really. Or the drawing is basics only off of Curse and Tusker, or
basics only.
Okay.
Nice. Double nice. Okay, let's Dead of Winter, leave up Charm.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one of their cards in hand is a Skelemental, and they're just waiting on that double red. So being able to counter that one is pretty alright.
thinking of a world in which Spring Bloom Druid there costs 4 total, and is still a 1/1, but is proper Harrow on a creature. Like, is, they come into play untapped.
Sure, I like it curving better this way.
Yeah, no, it's definitely still a really good card. I'm just thinking about, like,
Yeah.
some slight adjustments. You can make it a little bit of a weirder card, but, like, in a way that's good.
They printed new Harrow game log shows they like the mountain on top of their deck. Okay.
I guess we didn't technically need to signal so hard that we got our Archmage's Charm, but one card they didn't see, so... Oh, they found a tap land on top. Alright.
Alright, anyway. End step. I still get to make plays. Alright, I'm gonna go Spring Bloom. No, I can play Hex Drinker and leave up Archmage's Charm.
Alright.
That gives you a way to protect it from everything. So, yeah, sounds good. And then it's a 6/6 next turn that kills your opponent in, well...
Yeah.
It's anti-lightning skelemental and also kills your opponent as fast as lightning skelemental.
Yeah.
The beatdown commences because that 1 point will matter. If I hit them twice with it, it changes the clock. Because, 6 is 18. We're going to be getting rid of a lot of lands out of our deck with these Harrows as well. Like, and I also have the option of draw 2 off Archmages. If, like, they don't do anything relevant. Like, oh my god.
Sure, yeah, no.
Play the
fine.
second one. The Magma Spear. Play that thing. The one that... Oh, even better.
No.
See, if it was the little, the Magma Javelin one, that, the
Yeah,
one that cost, has a flashback, sack of land.
That's instant,
that actually would have
though.
still killed it.
That's instant, though.
Oh, right, yeah. Fair enough.
This thing don't give a shit.
Even if they had the mana for it, they couldn't do that, then mob like they did on our Druid.
And this basically...
How many lands do we still got left in our deck now?
There's 2 in the grave. You have. Oh, well,
5
there
total.
is 6
sorry,
total.
sorry.
Dang.
So, now there's 4 total.
Mm-hmm. You only have. You've got a less than 1 in 4 chance of drawing land at this point.
And I gotta say, if you do happen to yank return X random cards to your hand,
We get some pretty good cards.
get
2 in 11. You got a 2 in 11 chance of drawing cards at this point. Lands at this point.
This is also, opponent just dead into. I don't even need to attack with the Ice Fang anymore. It'll just be
2 and 9, by the way, not 2 and 11. My mouth was stupid.
Oh, okay. That's some life gain. This is actually a really cool card.
that's a sack to drain.
Yeah, it's a sack to drain.
Yeah.
Okay, you could make it
That's
even
better.
less likely to draw lands.
Or we just draw cards at the Ice Fang Waddle.
Yeah.
You could do either of those things. Legally, that's okay. No one is here to stop you. Cops aren't real.
That's fine. Because yeah.
Yeah, there's a drain on that one.
Alright, give me a card.
Haha, see? You
Okay.
should have gone for the other one. You would have gotten more lands out back. I knew it! I was right all along! Oh, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, buddy, you can't afford to pay the life to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work here. Or hello, you're doing it anyway. Okay,
Oh,
sure.
You're almost correct. That almost makes us reset our drinker, but
Can't be targeted by it.
targeted by it. So it's not protection from everything your opponent control,
Everything.
just everything.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
That would have been
1,
dead
2,
the turn after.
3, 4, 5,
You've definitely
6,
got
7,
10.
8, 9 in play. So
Yeah, 10th. Yeah, 10th.
You have in hand. You've got 10th in hand, so
yeah,
you're good.
it also is one.
Is that at the beginning of each upkeep or at each
Your-
opponent's upkeep? Okay.
Your upkeep.
So you'd play it, then the next turn you'd get a Mirror Lodge, then the next turn you could attack for lethal.
Yes.
And hopefully they don't play threaten.
Yeah. Just pray to God they don't have Threaten or anything. Or
Yeah, it might be a card you just don't want to play against anyone who's playing red, I
if
guess.
your opponent's playing Archmage's Charm, which the
Also-
Steal
Oh,
the
yeah.
Steal the
the
zero.
local third
It's
ability
CMC 1 or 0. You're right.
Oh,
which
so
means if it does get threatened, we have Archmage's Charm in hand, we can just steal it right back.
also if our
Exactly.
opponent in the mirror, we have some incredible tech. Because we can just steal our opponent's Merit Malage, of course.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's a genius move for rude geniuses.
Alright, fighting against Geddon in standard.
If that was
was
a
snow-covered.
snow-covered island, you probably would have taken this, right?
Because this scries on come in.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh.
This is so close, but
So close, but
if this
it's
was snow
not.
covered
It's not
anything, it would have kept. So anyway, we can't.
This is better. This has Cancrix and Snowlands on board.
but you can't cast it.
I can't cast
There's no blue
anything.
mana.
Oh, that's a snow-covered... Right.
No
So here's
fencing.
the thing. Snow-covered plains looks a hell of a lot like a snow-covered island.
It's even got some blue hanging out down
Yeah.
Yeah.
there. Or that can make up.
Not if we draw it. No
Okay,
land.
literally no lands, huh?
Oh, I've got this. Oh, we've got this.
Astrolabe-
We've got this. Double
yeah,
Astrolabe and a
works.
Cantrix. Hell
Fine.
yeah. Keep
Okay,
winning
so you
before-
get rid of
alright, so
Charm,
Charm,
Ephemerate,
Ephemerate,
Forest.
Forest.
Yeah, otherwise you just take
All
the...
in.
done.
Opponent wins
Fucking
6.
go.
So we're not like
This is all you need to win a
ultra deep here,
game.
but come on, any land drop.
Yeah. I want to make the Cantrix You know. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there it is.
We're in it.
All right.
It'd be nice to draw a non-snow covered land.
To play that
You know,
first.
maybe if we could. Yeah.
Okay. Opponent's got, you know.
That's a nice 0-4. Ours is better.
Acceptable.
We've got a cool. Yes, there we go.
Here's our 0-4.
Plaza.
All right.
Although I guess technically I should be rooting for the Wall of Blossoms. That's
Yeah, the flowers, huh?
Mhm.
Well, guess who's the...
All right, come on, land off the top so I can Spring Bloom Druid.
Listen. I'm just saying, Beck Whitney's doing a fucking fantastic season this time.
Soul Herder's also not bad to see.
Yeah. Target you. Always yield. Save targets. Perfect.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, this is going so well.
Ooh, look at me in the
Oh,
grave.
yeah.
Yeah. All
This
right,
is
Sure.
okay. Nice. This is basically as well as your deck could have mulled to 4
Yeah.
right now.
See, the thing is that, like, a lot of decks, like, aren't going to have good ways to mulligan as deep as we can. This deck can mulligan very deeply because of things like Astrolabe just making up the difference.
Yep. They are in and of themselves cards that draw other cards. So when you had these both in here, functionally it was more like you mulled to 6.
Also, we got a Deep Forest Hermit ready to go if we draw land next turn. We're going to go ahead and sack a forest and just grab 2 lands. I don't care what.
There's
Snow.
gotta be snow.
Yep. Yes.
The real concern about like which ones you grabbed here is that they are signaling to your opponent that theoretically you could cast these colors a little bit harder than having the Astrolabe does. You know, hello.
Oh,
Ooh, we get some good
I am
news.
liking how many real cards are milling from our opponent. That's let's see. If they're playing 17 lands, we've seen 5 go waste, which means that 12 of the 22 they have left are all well, I don't know how many are in hand, but
Yeah. I don't think I'm willing to put the crab in combat.
no,
Not at 20.
especially not when you can play the Deep Forest Hermit to like.
Just block out combat, yeah. Like, I draw land and combat stops, and then we get Soul Herder, and then we win.
Yeah, and if you don't draw a land, you can Crozen Tusker to do the same thing the turn after. So
Or Soul Herder.
Or just Soul
blink
Herder to
the,
keep milling our opponent for each turn.
Because we get to blink
That's also fair.
those Spring Bloom and do the same thing.
Yeah, our opponent didn't necessarily have any tricks there because like their attack still looks fine even if they have nothing.
Yeah, I'm just not willing to take the risk because, like, one of our... They might settle the crab because it's too... Like, you know, when I say settle, I mean, like, literally settle beyond reality. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Which, good card, by the way.
Yeah. Quite strong.
Yeah, I kind of want to draw land here.
it's a way to draw land, sorta.
I think we just do the Soul Herder.
Yeah, Soul Herder gets us like flashing. We sack our planes here.
It doesn't really matter too much about what you sack here.
Yeah, it's just getting 2 lands out of the deck.
You still want to go for snow-covered stuff because you might draw, you know.
And we don't have any,
Fair
like,
Long
come-in
Slumber.
triggers that are super
Yeah, I
necessary
think anything else
anymore.
cares about. I think anything else we have cares about you having snow permanents, not playing them.
Alright, next turn I Hermit twice and the game ends.
Yeah. That's the long and short of it.
So they have to kill my Soul Herder.
Yeah, they have to recognize that that is the major threat on board.
Sure.
Okay, that's decent. Like, absolutely makes it hard to deal with all of the changelings they have in play. But I mean, a wall of 8 2/2
You're gonna have
squirrels.
8 squirrels. All you gotta do is double block, like, what, double block them a little bit, and you will still outpace them on squirrels versus what they have.
Oh, we're still destroying them with our play. Just they made a good one before this. Just
Anyway, here's some garbage.
not nearly as good.
What if instead of vanishing 3, it just flickered itself every turn?
Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
Funny thing is, if they have another Settle Beyond Reality,
Okay.
all right.
Actually, a 3/3 is fine. It
Yeah, I
deals
think
with their board right now.
That
It
was
does.
that was a 100% necessary play by them. They would have lost the
Yeah.
game without that. So
Yeah, if they at any point try to Settle Beyond Reality, not on the Soul Hoarder, your Soul Hoarder grow by 2.
ha. 2 cards in hand.
This one would probably just play the Curzon Tusker.
Yeah, if we draw the 7th. If not, I probably fine just cycling it.
Yeah. Cycle it.
We're-
Hopefully get it to play. If not, play the Druid.
The thing is, we're going to be almost out of lands in deck pretty quick.
Yep.
Because we're going to be flickering Spling Broom Druid like 5 times. Well, that's not hitting me.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared of any point our opponent ever finds evasion. We're just fucked.
Yes.
Well, that can't hit me. I just block it. This doesn't trample just first strikes. So, squirrel.
Yeah, I would just throw a scroll in the way. Like, you could block it with like everything you got.
That sounds fool's
That sounds like
errand.
tough. Yeah.
I've got a question.
What you got?
Why are they representing planeswalkers with sinew? What is sinuous about planeswalkers specifically?
Okay, so that's a hard question.
We're talking about Gideon. He's kind of muscly, But isn't he also dead already?
Oh no! What if it's stealing? Because it's destroying artifacts and a planeswalker, right? What if it's
destroy? Yeah.
What if it's the other way around? And like, it's not that like that's what it
Ooh.
destroys. It's like that's what it's destroying with. So the steel
Okay.
is what destroys the planeswalker.
So
and
it's a sword. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly. And the sword is the sinew is what destroys the artifacts. Just with pure fucking, you crush them in your hands.
See,
That's
if you
it.
could do that to like destroy artifacts, though, that's more dangerous than having a sword.
I mean, sure, but it also gives you +2/+2.
Listen, I am just gonna throw this out here. You are in fact saying that Sword of Sinew and Steel is actually just the Sword of Sword.
Yeah, it's a sort of it's a cool sword. Sort of, dang, what a good sword.
It's not. It's probably the weakest sword, honestly.
It's not a good sword.
Both of the swords from this set are not terribly strong. Don't jump your. If you can jump your shapeshifter, I'm in a world of hurt. It's the thing I can't deal with, and the thing that scares me most. Like, if they have Sliver, they give flying, or some nonsense like that, right? Like that's the death.
Slivers can't fly in one.
There's one that's flying haste, but it's red white. So, they're trying to put a lot of bodies down. Look, I don't want lands in my deck anymore, so we're just not gonna have lands in our deck anymore. How's that sound?
Sounds A+ to me.
Like,
It's the only way to destroy my curse, really.
right, there's one land left of the deck, and it cycles. We are just destroying the power of Kabanaw right here.
There is no. If all of the lands in the deck are played, or in the graveyard, or anything like that, there is no possible way for Kabanaw's curse to affect you anymore, right?
Right, we're free.
I mean, like what's gonna happen here is we're gonna get like Arabian Nights basic mountain that's gonna draw off the top.
All right, that is every land in the deck minus the one that sacks to draw a card. So if we draw that, it sacks to draw
Then
a card.
it was just a pay 1 mana tax for that turn. That's
Yes.
all.
Every
So
other card I draw is live.
Also, by the way, impressive that your opponent actually. Well, no, actually, what I should say here is impressive that you actually managed to outdraw the 5 turns of mill that you had at the start. Hi, Urza.
Okay, that's something to do with mana. It's gonna hit things.
Yeah.
And also, he's a better target to cycle, right? Like to do the flicker because you get more creatures out of it as well.
Yeah, and you get bigger creatures as well. I'm a
Because the
fire
constructs count
once.
each other, right? Hello.
We have no snow creatures on the battlefield right now. Huh.
No, that is a wrath though, and our
It's a wrath,
our
and our
deck is. I don't.
deck is extremely live, and our opponent is probably mostly land.
At the same time, you play that, they still have the sword.
Can you spin Urza a second time? I
Mm,
think you can.
Yes. My worry would be if we hit the regrowth off it, but yeah, let's spin Urza again. We can do that. It's just this turn we can cast it. Yeah, until end of turn. Like if we hit a creature off this, they do have a thing suspended. I know. It's over here.
But it's suspended for 4 more turns.
Four
That's plenty of time.
turns. That's an eternity.
Let's get a 5th turn before the Rhinos can do anything. So
Let's spin the wheel.
Archmage's charm to draw 2 cards. Or gain control over the guy with the sword.
they can just re-equip the sword.
I know
can
they can just
re-equip.
re-equip it, but like it's still something that you can do to say, that's mine, thanks.
I'm gonna draw some card.
Yeah. Because now if we see that we draw real things to play next turn, then we can, wipe the board. Especially since right now we're having a very hard time actually killing our opponent. Because like, they got a giant first strike wall.
Yeah, if you have the Curzon Tusker in hand now, I feel fine with doing the Dead of Winter.
Just get out of here. Let's
Reset. Also, we have Manland.
Yeah, we've got our bastion hiding in the back. So again, the other cool thing is that here is that every draw is live. Every literal draw in the deck is a live card.
You want to know what's the draw that I want you to see you get? Merit Lage.
That's like the freest of draws in the world here, right?
Yeah, like you play that and Curzon Tusker, you have a 6/5 on the board, and that's dope. And you have a 20/20 flyer that exists next turn, and then punches your opponent in the face.
Okay, this is like a record. Casting 2 of these in a game?
That's never happened before.
Like...
Let's see. So looking at your opponent's deck right now, they have 1 Plains in the Yard. They have 10 lands. I mean, I guess the question is, are they playing 16 or 17 lands in this deck?
Yeah.
My money is on 17 lands instead of the number of 5 drops we've seen.
2 settles.
Winds of Abandon on 6, 2 settles.
Deep Forest Hermit.
Deep Forest Hermit. Like, I don't think it would be silly for them to be playing less than that.
By the way, we have a 2-turn clock because it's 6/2/2.
By the way, dope move that you can do. You can catch them in combat with your 2/3 man land if you after attacking with it. It's a strong move. That is a elephant using a sword, which it is definitely holding in its trunk.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good mental image. Hello, Firebolt.
for a red.
Yeah.
Oh, but that can go to your opponent's face, though.
Yeah, can't attack
Not
here.
right now,
5/5
but-
first strike.
No.
Wait, this isn't first strike.
It's not first strike. I mean, you can trade, but then they get another elephant, and they have another 5/5 next turn.
Sure, I'm probably.
So, I mean, honestly, what it probably means is that they probably just don't block because you're at 10 and they're at 20.
Okay.
When they do another Horizon set, Modern Horizon 2, whatever, and they put another, more swords in, do you think they're going to do 1, 2, or 3? Because if they do 2, that means that the next one they can only do 1.
Mhm.
Unless they make, like, a colorless sword, finally, or something like that. The sword of fuck Eldrazi and artifact creatures in particular.
Yeah, that also has to have the text like doesn't remove this card.
Yeah.
We're one turn off of rhinos.
Yeah,
Well, way
I
to
guess
pull
you're right. If it,
Brave back.
I guess I didn't even think about that. Like, this colorless artifact gives you protection from colorless. Hold on a second.
I would. Oh, goodness,
I would love for your opponent to draw dead once.
it's not possible. Like we had to remove every card from our deck in order to make our draws live. That's how this works.
I'm hoping this is going on the elephant.
Anti-devoid. This colorless card is not colorless.
Ha.
Well, there it is. Thank you, Kabanaw.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Even though that it
That's-
costs red and white on the flashback, it's still a black card.
Yeah.
Sword of Sinew and Steel is still protection from black. Dang.
I think I'm snapping down the elephant.
You can get rid of the elephant and
I'm probably killing the sliver as well, so
Yeah,
that the first strike's off the
that's-
table.
you get rid
Yeah.
of if you want to tell someone to flashback that firebolt, you could get rid of their other 2/2. But honestly, that sword's probably going on to a rhino next turn. So
Yeah, well, the thing is, if I leave up both of these as blockers, that's 4/5, and I can just double block and kill.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your dude that count your Snowmaru is a 12/12 right now.
Good.
Well, we need that.
I need that, or we need to like pick up our yard a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the elephants.
Realistically speaking, elephants should be 4/4s and rhinos should be 3/3s, but that's just me.
Maybe we were factoring in.
Okay.
No, they're both herbivores, aren't they?
What if they're just playing 8 basics? You know.
They just are playing only 8 basics, just
Yeah.
total. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. So there goes our manland, but that's fine.
Yep.
But the problem here is mostly that now our opponent has a 6/6 with trample.
Yep.
You only have 7 cards left in deck, a number of which. Okay, weirdly enough, Merit Lage now is a bad draw.
It'd be fine enough. We'd still live.
Okay, that
Is
might be
that
the
the worst
draw.
possible
Yeah.
draw?
That was the worst possible draw. Yeah.
All right, I need to kill one of the rhinos.
Yep. Which you can do. Okay, so our deck is currently Future Sight, the our gigantic snow monster, Merit Lodge, um,
We already spent. Draw a billion from grave.
yep, draw a ton from the grave.
All right, so here we get to go.
They didn't move the I would have moved the sword over to the trampler here, because that means you would only be able to block so much of the damage.
And I'm going to go ahead and save my creature with Ephemerate here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We already spent the duel. So we take damage. They're going to go ahead and... Okay. I'm going to... No thanks.
Okay. And then we can see what's on the top, and that's all right. And then this is a 2020 that comes into play next turn. You're still taking 8 on this next turn if they do move the sword.
I think I'm okay with Future Sight on top.
Yeah, I mean, it does draw us whatever's underneath it as well, so.
Well,
The timing here should work out that you can't deck yourself, I think. The Marilage comes in 2...
it'll come
Yeah,
in
I
next
think
turn
it's
and then
not-
kill the turn after. Like,
Yeah. So I think it's fine to want to play your entire deck, is what I'm saying here. Just as long as there's one left on board, on top when the turn before Marilage attacks. In that case, like, I guess it doesn't really matter out of the future side or not, because you're still going to be playing the same things you draw.
like there's only one turn that matters, and it's next turn, right? So I think I want this on
Yeah.
bottom in case the top card after it is the Reap the Past.
Or, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of which you play like
okay.
what, 6/4? Because you still need to be able to play the thing you pick up.
I pay everything but the amount for what's it for snow.
They are still making the same mistake. They could make it so you take 8 here, but they're just not doing it.
Huh. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Dead of Winter. I pay down to 3 mana so that I can Dead of Winter is the thought process.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Dead of Winter just
All right.
ends.
So
aggression.
Merit Lage happens.
Here she comes. Egg Drinker is immediately a 6/6 that blocks, and you know what? If they had just moved the sword around, they actually would have still been able to kill you here. But they made a misplay with that
Let's see
sword.
if they have anything. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we know that if they don't have any removal, because if they did, they could have gotten rid of our 2/2 to attack for a lethal last turn.
Yes.
With 0 cards in hand, like.
So they have to top deck a Settle.
Yep, which that means they have to have a second one of.
Yeah, and that means that they still have only played 8. There's still only 8 total lands on board. They have 11 cards left in deck. Probably at least 2, maybe 3 of the cards in hands that they have are lands. Maybe even all 4.
So okay, so if they had moved the sword over to the Rhino, I still would have blocked on a regular cohort, taken 8.
Oh, and then they would have found another creature to attack.
Wait,
with.
no, that wouldn't have worked. The actual thing.
What's
1,
that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they connected with the sword and killed an Astrolabe, this wouldn't be in play.
Yeah.
I mean I think Marilash said you had 11 play.
Yeah, but I don't. That was with the Prime Tender.
Oh, good point. Dang.
We'll block the trample at the 2020. Thank you very much.
And then block the 4/4 with the protection from everything.
So, do you have a pump spell?
As the only way, do you have any way to do 2 damage in green and white?
Play another land.
I am attacking with both creatures and not casting a spell.
Your opponent has seen all of your deck except for 3 cards.
Anyway, here's
What about the future sight?
attacking with 2 creatures, so wing shards would need to be 2 of them to kill me. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
That was extremely close. And a lot of that being so close is purely off the back of all of your best shit was on the bottom of your deck, dog.
Bottom deck were some real fucking bangers.
Hey,
like
look.
Future Sight, Ice Vein Coatl,
So
Drinker.
I don't think I care about the pack.
What's about it?
I don't think I care about the spider.
Yeah, they didn't show a single flyer, which is impressive given they're playing white. But yeah,
You can see a ton of their deck.
I feel very good about the victory there because, I as you mentioned, I feel like if they moved that sword, like we wouldn't have had enough permanence.
yeah, I'm 90% sure that moving that sword was the way to have killed you, and they just did not notice that they had to do that.
Yeah, our opponent is on like 10 lands total, of course. Like, no, they that was just them drawing a heavy stream of action with even us milling. I'm sorry, was that our
Now, that
multi?
did mean that you
sorry.
also mainly milled action out of them as well.
I'm sorry, was that
so-
our multifor?
Yes.
That was your Moldifor, yes. With your Moldifor, you drew through almost your entire deck and played almost your entire deck.
If I had 7 cards,
So-
I'd be on 0 instead of 3 left.
You also would have killed them 3 turns earlier. So
Yes. Well, that was some
that
good
was a hell of a game. That was
stuff.
good.
That was good stuff. This deck rules. I like that it just has so many dumb haymakers. Like, it's like, we have Dead of Winter, and it's like, do we really want to sweep when we have, like, 30 power in play? And it's like,
I especially love that like our opponent saw so much of our deck, but they still don't know that we have an Abominable Tree Folk can easily be a 10/10, a Future Sight, or an Ice Vein Coatl. Like,
yep.
because they're all still secrets. It's like, well, what else could they have had in their deck? I saw everything but 3 cards.
Yeah. I love
That Abominable Tree Folk needs to show up one of these games, right?
That was our-
Like,
Hey, at least
like-
our Bastion's been showing up. This thing
Yeah.
did
Well,
some
it's funny
work.
because a lot of the time when you complain, yeah, like I did a draft and like I drafted this cool card and I get to play with it, and it's like, yeah, well, any given game, you're really playing with half the cards in your deck. It's not like the biggest issue we're seeing in the world if you never see it. Abominable Tree Folk has been fucking hiding.
3 cards in the
Because,
deck.
yeah,
are
you've
from
drawn,
far.
you've drawn through almost your entire deck every game here, and Abominable Tree Folk consistently is in the bottom 5.
I guess it does make sense because it's a cryptid.
It's
It's
true.
true, yeah.
It's true. That's like, okay. I'm actually like, I like the art. This needs to be more cryptid art. This needs to be like that Bigfoot shot
You
from
walk
a
away
mile
from us.
away. Like,
Yeah.
you know the Bigfoot shot. It's the one.
Yeah,
that
of course. Yeah, he's basically doing the Bigfoot walk there, but from a different angle.
Right.
And we're seeing it from the wrong
We're
angle.
way too close.
Yeah.
Like, when you have a Yeti, it's got to be like way out there. Like, is that a? Oh,
this
sweet.
is fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
I'd probably sack.
The island, grab yourself you want yourself black, and then you want another, or
I might sack
sack
the.
the
I
forest?
might sack the mountain.
Mountain, yeah, I would take the mountain. Like it means we would need to draw an astrolabe, but like I'm less worried about flashing back this mighty helix than I am with casting Urza Lord High Artificer on curve.
yeah, you'll just get another mountain afterwards because you have the Crozen Tusker in hand. So
Do we have 2 mountains? I think we only have the 1 mountain.
We only have 1 mountain. It's 2 plains.
oh,
I know. It's very like our mana base is funky. It's hard
then
to keep
sack
track.
the forest, I think, and then you have a better chance of drawing forests. You don't need to play.
We only need that mountain for flashing back mighty helix.
And the
And I think that's going to be very relevant against them, though. Yeah, especially since you
Okay,
just
now
got
we
a
drawing the second forest makes that a little bit more reasonable to just go grab
Yeah.
the off colors that way. Also, Springbloom Druid is actually going to be real nice here, as long as they don't follow up with the sliver that is very obviously in their hand. I probably shouldn't have even said the sentence because this is very clearly Lancer Sliver first strike this, and I can't fight it in combat anymore. But so sack forest, go grab island, swamp, and then go to town. Yeah, it seems good.
Yeah.
Sword go? I like sword go. That would actually be really nice. Yeah, okay, fine. You're going to do the exact play that I didn't want you to do, but I can't stop you, so.
They probably have 2 of those, I'm going to assume.
They've showed us 2 in the last game.
Yeah. Chances of them having 1 are decent, if that's the case, so... Off the top 8, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Top 9. How about you actually just
Sack
get rid of
Island?
that, yeah, to grab...
Grab Island
Wait.
Swamp.
Yes. And then you have,
Then there's 2 planes in the deck to draw to get the Smiting Helix back.
yeah.
Okay.
And you have Crozen Tusker in hand right now if you wanted to grab
Yeah.
either of yeah, it's no problem. You have land control like whoa at the moment.
Alright, so let's sacrifice Island. And go grab Snow-Covered Swamp. Snow-Covered Island. Ship it. I will also consider just killing off that Lancer Sliver with Smiting Helix next turn, but...
Yeah, that too.
Maybe play a sword to do that for sure.
Yeah. Alright, so we're taking 5 here. I'm not going to throw away my body because we could possibly... You know, we have the blinks we can draw. And this can do a little bit more blocking later. They didn't show evasion, so... 4th land, Changeling, Irregular, the pair is a strong... Okay, that's not Changeling, that's just a pair of spiders, which is nice, you know. The thing that I like about this that makes my play feel a lot better is that them missing a land drop means that they can't settle my Urza. Oh my god, I could cast that.
Yeah, you can.
Anyway. Because Urza's dumb as hell. I'm even going to get to leave Archmage's Charm up in the next couple turns.
Yeah.
Okay, 1/4 is a really nice blocker here. Blocks that. You know, things look good. I'm actually pretty happy about our position now. That missing a land drop is quite meaningful. Us having the mana for Archmage's Charm because of this is really funny, because now we can counter, like, if they get to one of their bomb cards they showed us. I kind of want to start...
Sorry, ahead.
I was going to say, I kind of want to see Soul Herder pretty quick here.
That'd be great. We didn't see a lot of their deck. We didn't see all of the deck. We saw a lot of it. I didn't think we saw any combat tricks.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess we use that now.
Alright, I'm not going to mess around. Let's just get our Ice Fang Quaddle because I want to cycle it. Right now, card is key.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
You're looking smooth as hell. Not going to be casting it yet, but I sure like seeing it. They can't make attacks here with anything but the Imposter.
Which... You could double block that with the Druid and your Elephant.
I don't feel bad about that, because, like, I am holding a board wipe, and I kind of want to...
Those are the things that do die from it, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we get to keep the Ice Fang Quaddle. This is where I want to draw Abominable here.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
A lot of snow permanents.
Cool, so, easy. Yeah, Smiting Helix, we can just start taking apart their board, kill their Lancer Sliver. Like, we don't even need to, like... Ooh, yeah, uh-huh. Perfect.
We could... no, we can't keep up Archmage's Charm this turn.
No, I need to, like, go find another blue. I need to go do it, though. I think I need to go grab... Like, so Island becomes... Island... Plains, and then Tusker grabs another island.
Yeah.
And then we're full up. Or forest becomes forest, either way.
Yeah, I would say forest, honestly. Just because we've less to use for more green.
Yeah.
So like, basically, this is removing the ability to draw another forest from the deck.
So forest and plains. No attacks because they have reach spider. Okay. Like, I'm gonna wait with the Dead of Winter until, like, we get a little bit more. Their hand is 4 cards, and it's obviously 4 live cards. I would guess something like Settle plus Irregular Cohort plus 2. Don't really know what the 2 are, but...
I'd love to see another plains and an irregular cohort here.
If not, honestly, this is gonna be the part where we just start advantaging so hard that they aren't gonna be coming back, right? Like...
Yeah. Like, we end a turn, cycle Curzon Tusker,
Go grab a...
grab ourselves another island, draw a card off that, then we have the charm up, lead Smiting Helix to kill something on their, like, kill their ooh, do they have a Wrath?
On 3?
What's this one about?
I'll just get rid of these. It's one
Yeah,
for
I mean,
ones.
if they have, like, if there's any card in the format that says, creatures you control get indestructible,
Spend it now.
they spend it now, it's a 2-for-1, and that's all. Okay.
I think they just realized they need to be aggressive if they're going to win this game. Okay.
Man, I am because our opponent's deck is so token heavy, I'm feeling pretty happy about having the Archmage's Charm, even if it's just like,
Yeah.
casting the Make 2 Elephants card, and we just take one of their elephants instead of countering it. Hello.
Hi. Tree folk.
Tap on one of their slivers.
Tap this one.
Probably still just attack in with your yeah.
Kill the other
definitely attack in.
sliver. It's a 9/9.
It's a little bit big.
Okay. I believe we are in just a... There's their second white.
So now they can play, like,
They can't settle.
the cohort.
Notably, this is a land that becomes a creature that comes to play untapped, so you can't, like... I'm sure they're just going to make it 3/3. Irrelevant. Nice, nice, nice.
Cool, make it bigger.
Bigger.
Make my tree folk grow.
It's this turn.
Alright, level 11, make a wish. Keep them as backup.
Yeah, okay. I can put that up and then have Hex Archmage's Charm ready to go. Hey, how you doing?
Whoa, big.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right, okay.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it is like, because there's a lot of the snow cards are dependent on having snowlands to be strong. So when you can pick 10 snowlands and then also still, use every other card
Have
you
a
draft,
deck. Yeah.
like it's just incredibly strong.
Yeah, because the other thing is, like, across the 48 picks normally in drafting, having to spend a lot of those picks and just grabbing snow basics is
Feels very
kind of
bad.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually you can wait until like picks like 6+ to get some. But if there's any other snow players, they're gonna be taking them highly. And snow is a very popular archetype. So
Yeah.
The fact that you have not experienced a mirror yet is actually kind of wild.
Right? I felt like this was just the thing you did. I'm just gonna put this hex drinker out there.
Yeah, you may as well just go for it immediately. Like they don't have a chance to respond unless they slam a fire like by mountain flyer bolt. Yep,
Yep.
flyer bolt.
Yep.
A green card that is exactly this, but it can only target flyers. That's flyer bolt.
Firebolt.
All right, here you go. Now we found the mirror.
Right, but can they beat this?
Can they beat protection from everything? Yeah. Because it's like if they put Winter's Rest on it, once you get it to protection from everything, it
It
falls,
falls off,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna bounce it. No, they're gonna. All right, Astrolabe next turn. Okay.
So let's see whomst of us is more in deep on the plan.
the fact that they just played a basic non-snow swamp tells me that they are less deep in the plan than us.
I'm faking it, by the way. We're extremely faking this.
We're not snow at all.
Like
We played a
Watch
snow-covered
aggro.
swamp. We're snow. I'm sorry.
No, that could just be a swamp I'm playing in my deck. Shrug. Don't kill this, please. White, black. Don't kill it. If I untap it. Oh, fine.
We'll get our snow island, show them our true face. Actually, do we just get regular island?
If you grab regular island, you can then they
Yeah.
play the iceberg Cancrix, and then you start going.
Let's do that.
Then you go cycle up
Fine.
the red for firebolt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. They have a Winds of Abandon.
And then you can also grab the Crescent Tusker back with Reap the Past or something if you want. Just so you can have, like, on curve, put it down.
All right,
on the next
anyway,
turn.
our secret revealed.
Yep.
Save targets. Always yield.
I see.
Now you don't get to mill us with those lands. Honestly, I'd be happy if they started milling us.
Yeah, our deck is fairly resilient
We got Reap
against
the
it.
Past in hand.
Ooh, okay.
It's not hitting me. Wow, I'm sorry. You have to play a
They don't-
4-cost ninja?
Yeah, they don't have any other creatures in hand. Or if they do, they only have another ninja, and it's a better ninja than this one.
Alright, so yes, and I want to go grab the mountain.
This means you can actually just kill that ninja.
I don't know.
Because you could just firebolt, double firebolt the turn after,
two
right?
red.
I need
Oh, right.
I need
double red.
I need to find one of our
Astrolabes.
Yep.
Well, can always ephemerate our crab to mill more cards out of them. Or wait, is that other? We have another stuff on it. Dang.
Yeah, it's another.
It's still a free
Okay, well,
block.
that was a good
with
one
it.
to see mill.
Yeah, I'm fine seeing Fallen Shinobi not in play. Thank you very much. Alright, so we can do Ephemerate to, like, dodge removal here. If they might... Yeah, alright. Hi.
If its power is 2, it is a card for bears and bears only.
Yep.
Everyone who is not a bear, please leave.
Yep. Now they can attack and they can draw a card. They've earned it.
You can have the card.
Ayula's Bear Likers Cove 3D.
There's no way they'd ninjutsu there.
Not when they were doing 4
Yeah,
damage
give
to
them
you.
4
yeah.
damage into card.
And also don't, and then they'd be giving up the card.
Okay.
Alright, that's only drains the player, right? So
Yeah. I'm doing
Also,
this.
it's a pretty good fire target.
I'm doing that to get it in the yard. Man of War Plains? Alright.
Oh god, okay. Their deck is not a snow deck.
I'm just gonna get this off the table.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has to be because they're playing the Astrolabe. That has snow mana in its cost.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
means that they have to reliably be able to pay for it.
there are
Yeah.
times where you don't have good picks and you'll just take snow lands.
They might have like started as snow and then shifted when they saw Fallen
sure.
Shinobi.
Hmm.
That could be.
This is definitely the hardest time that our deck has had so far. Oh, it's gonna start milling ourselves
Yeah,
so we can get more value for Root the Past.
might want to do that and just mill ourselves to one time with it to... Alright, so I'm gonna block your Infiltrator and you're gonna hit me for 2.
Might have ninjutsu. Second Fallen Shinobi.
Okay.
Alright.
When you're ninjutsuing up a token, that's basically a champion, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's one of the Hellfucker Snow cards.
Yep.
It's a very strong one.
So they're like half snow, half ninja. Alright, so I want to mill myself with this, so I hope I turned off auto yields. I think that should have turned off the auto targeting as well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, target.
Okay, great.
Target me. Yes, I'll mill some cards.
Astrolabe and Soul Herder. Okay.
So this, maneuver 5 and then still be able to cast the Astrolabe.
Yep. We don't die, but we're in a pretty bad way.
Yeah, we need something to deal with that worm.
Because, like, I'm going to take 1, 2... I got it.
There's only 2 activations of that one.
They,
6 mana.
nah, it's 4 to active, so they 1
Yeah,
activation.
they have 1 activation, so that brings them up to a 9/9. So yeah, not in a great way. Need to kill their 4/4.
Okay, that don't do it.
That won't do it.
It'll kill the ninja, and at least, and nothing
Yeah.
else.
Kill the ninjas
Well,
and the tokens.
we catch them knocked out, we can firebolt, right? Like,
That's true. We can. So they do need to be careful here because if they activate, then we have an opening.
oh my god, and I can Dead of Winter afterwards.
Great.
Okay, that's not a snowland. That was my biggest worry, was a snowland was going to come down here. Now, do I chump this, or do I just block the ninja?
And then it depends on how much you think they'll be able to. So if you don't chump that, how much damage do you take?
9, 10, 11. If they ninjutsu, we die.
Okay, if you block the 4/4, then they trample anyways. You take 5. You take 9 instead, and they need 4 damage instead.
Yeah. But they didn't ninja twice in a row now, and it's like, so
Right.
they would have had to have top decked it. I want to incentivize them activating that. I'm gonna. This is risky.
Mm-hmm.
There's risk involved.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need our opponent to act in a very precise way in order for us to win this one.
Okay, that's the way. That's part of what I wanted. So we're taking 11 here. 11 is not my life
Okay.
total. We're fine with Dead Winter not touching the worm. We have the worm dead.
That is another thing that dies to...
Dead of Winter.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
And I have the mana for... I have exactly enough mana for, like, flashback the Fireball.
Is there a giant growth in this format?
They would have played it to kill us.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so this should work. You're down to 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the...
Yep, more snow, make our opponent mill more. See more what they're working with, so even if we,
Don't,
so we have more
don't
info
mill a
for match
helix
2.
or whatever.
Game 2.
Bloom Dread, Fairy Seer. Okay, so I need to go just flat out Let's go Dead of Winter.
Mm-hmm.
They get a card from their thingy. Firebolt targeting that. Firebolt continuing to target that.
And then we wait.
Oh, God.
Okay. All right. Now, what do you got?
Okay.
Worked really hard for that. You have a Crimson Tusker you can slam down, thankfully.
Yeah.
That's a big boy in the way.
We also have, like, Frostwalker, Bastion.
Siege Gang, you lose.
Wow, you lose.
All right, they got double of those.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, because there's no cost associated with this. It
It's
just does it
freebie.
right now.
Yeah. That's what we call the game.
Mhm.
Okay.
In a way, I'm glad that you can say Siege Gang, you lose with about 2 different cards now.
I don't really see much change.
The only thing I could possibly say is Dead of Winter, but we saw so many things in Dead of Winter.
That was so
kills.
good against our opponent outside of
Dead of Winter turns out, yeah, since we are even more snow than they are, Dead of Winter ekes out as being better
Yeah.
for us than not. And again, no. Okay, well, we could turn 1 Hex Drinker again.
Yeah, I like a lot of this follow up, like being able to the
Look at how aggressive this garbage is. This is really good.
If you can get up to that 8, there's nothing they can do about it. I don't think they've showed anything that can deal with it. The only way that it dies once it gets up to 8 there is if you have to Dead of Winter.
Yeah. Which is probably not going to happen when you have a 6/6 unblockable.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna level it as quick as possible because, like, especially with them playing a snow-covered forest, that doesn't let them get to their answers. Okay, Astrolabe does. We're just gonna have to see how well our offense gets there. I'm also not playing the snow cards because, you know.
Just go all in. Just go all in, yeah.
Yep.
It's a 6/6 next turn, so.
So if they don't answer it right now, they lose. They could win it again.
Mana War does answer it. Yep.
Not
All right,
permanently,
then I think we
though.
keep it in hand for to be a late game killer. Because this turn we can play the Cantrix, play a land.
No, you can't Cancrix and Spring Bloom Druid this turn.
No, because it's not Haro.
Yeah.
We can get ready for the Deep Forest tournament.
Yeah.
That's true.
By the way, they can actually answer a fully online Hex Drinker.
Can they?
Wins.
Fully powered up wins.
Fully powered up wins just says exile
Just
all creatures your opponent
creature.
controls.
Okay, fair enough.
Hold on. If I play Hex Drinker, level it next turn, I would be able to.
Oh yeah, you'd be able to max it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And it actually, when you play it now, it goes back to being protected from instants anyway. Yeah, go for it. That's, now I think about it, good point.
There's a fine delay. Okay, so imagine what they're gonna have here is going to be the bear fight.
that's still a trade.
Yep.
And that is still worth it, because that means they've spent so much dealing with this Hex Drinker.
Yeah.
That would have been it'd be a startup. It's still 2 for 1 if they do that, you know?
Yeah, and then I can go
on top.
and then I can go
also,
Cantrix, like, play
Yeah.
from there.
It horrendously messes with like any tempo that they could have too, because like that they're focusing so much on this.
Obvious move. Sweet, and now we get to do our cool line. So we get to go Iceberg, Swamp, target you, always yield. I'm not going to save targets this time.
And then you grab Snow-Covered Forest by sacking Forest or sack Island for Snow-Covered. Well, you have double green already, so you grab Snow-Covered Forest, I think, and
Yeah.
by sacking Forest and Snow-Covered Plains or mountain, I don't think it matters too much which.
We have more. Well, yeah, we kind of have.
You've got double blue. You've got triple blue like on board and in hand.
Yeah,
So you
so
don't
I'm
need
gonna
to
go. I'm gonna go grab the mountain because we have firebolt. They're like equivalent-ish, but it's easier to draw the white, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
so target you, target you. Yes.
Okay, so Ninja is still in their deck, but that's okay.
All right, that went like that was
They can't
basically the
play
early game
that
was
anyway.
all about the hex drinker, and we can rebuy that.
Yep.
So, all right, let's like fall it.
Everybody's got a
Hello.
Deep Forest Hermit.
I'm just gonna answer that with my own Deep Forest Hermit. I'm not gonna Dead of Winter.
Yeah.
Like I could Dead of Winter and then. Okay.
There we go. I'm liking the number of real cards going to everyone's graveyard.
Fallen Shinobi's back in there, good.
I mean, this is like both sides are equivalent, so
Both sides are equivalent, but you have 2 more bodies on board versus they have 2 more cards in hand.
yes, I can turn a card in.
Yep.
That's the other reason I want to cast this is that gets rid of my double green. Now I can just.
Damn, that's a strong ass squirrel.
Cold.
Oh, they got another
Cold.
one? Oh man.
Ah,
All right, well,
nuts.
I think you're dead of wintering next turn now.
I'll block your stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just gonna block everything.
Mm.
No thanks. No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, you don't even need
No
to worry
thanks.
about bringing up your manland. This makes it very clear what that they were doing here. They've been sitting on this so they could clear your board for a while. Hello.
I'm sorry.
Can you do both of those?
Yes.
Yeah. How about you do both of those?
Start with the future sight, because that opens up more options potentially.
Good.
Good to know about.
I'll attack for 1. Because you're gonna take that. Anyway. So, future sight, huh?
Future Sight's pretty good to have on board when the board's empty.
Okay.
Sun Gang, okay.
We've got an answer to that.
I'm going to assume they're just going to sack all the goblins like right now because you've got Firebolt on top. Or they can do it in response, so either way.
Okay, we're gonna firebolt the Sling Gang, and then we're gonna Smiting Helix. So that I can actually gain the life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so obvious. And then I would like to gain some life. So let's go ahead and kill a goblin token. Then I'd like to cast an Abominable Tree Folk.
That's a pretty good thing to cast when your board is mainly snow permanents. Yeah.
How do you feel about casting
And
Urza?
hi, Urza.
Yeah. All right. Action, 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 action. Did you know Future Sight is unreasonable?
It's a really messed up card.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Was that 6-0?
No,
No.
No,
Right.
we lost that one because of Second Siege Gang.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
They,
Forgot about that.
they threw goblins at our face until we exploded. I like that we have the deep. Okay. Cool thing to know. Our opponent has 3 copies of Bear Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3. I'm sorry, 43 main deck cards. Oh my god, are they running scared? I didn't notice that before. Is this the power of the... Oh, shit.
only had the.
This deck can mulligan
This-
just fine. We should probably do it. Like,
Yes. That's an unplayable hand.
this
This
one
is a
looks
better
fine.
hand.
I probably just.
I don't think this hand is great, but it's better.
I'm probably throwing the Reap down.
You'll find a dude that's not that.
Okay. Having the Astrolabe here again makes up for so much.
Besides, when you have like 10 cards left in your deck, you'll draw that Reap again, and that'll be great.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Finally, this is a plan we can start off with. I did not see anything involving. Did they have any generic permanent removal? Because they did not see any.
So the best that
enchantment
they've
removal.
got is they'd have to pocket a what in the hell is our opponent's mana base right now? They'd have to pocket a Mana War.
Right. And even then, Mana War doesn't actually deal with it that much.
Mana War deals with the token.
Right, yes.
That's when we draw the Reap back, get it back in our hand, and do it again.
Well, that's 4 snow permanents.
It's gonna be like kind of like that.
That's
I kind of
really
like that
top.
too, yeah.
Because I'm
I
gonna
like just having infinite removal against our opponent that's shown that they're very much a creature-based deck.
yeah. Because like right now I can cycle the Tusker to go grab a land, probably a blue, because we actually have our colors, and then they're gonna
Hey,
play.
Winter's Rest actually contributes, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So your opponent should have any creature on board to basically further your agenda.
Yes.
That seems like something to like Helix down, I think.
Then just keep this on top.
Yeah. Or yeah, not Helix, but Firebolt.
They're bears dot deck, so let's just answer their bears so that they can't do their shit, right? Like, I feel like if I just
Winter's Rest doesn't fully stop that, but yeah, still, it's still true. You should get rid of all of them.
yeah, Astrolabe basically making this hand real. I mean, it's doing the same for our opponent. They just cast a green card off it, so like this is what we are here. It's all okay. That's gonna get Smiting Helixed. This card's quite good against Winter's Rest. Okay, so Snow-Covered Island.
That's 6. There's not too many left.
That's actually fine, because then I can, like, cycle Tusker, grab a land, play this, and yeah, so that'll be fine.
Yep.
So Smiting Helix, targeting that. Black. I want to go grab, like, red or... Actually, maybe I want to go grab... Yeah, red looks like the color I probably want to go grab just because of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Full pass?
Okay.
Oh, you have got them dead to rights.
Alright, so let's go grab our Snow-Covered Mountain.
Full pass with 4 cards on board and 4 lands on board and the Astrolabe.
Their hand
This
must...
has got to be end step flash out something, I think.
I'm guessing their hand is like 2 swipes and they're holding a Mana War for the Mage's Slumber at this
Yep.
point.
That's something into is that they've got some answer for it already.
Alright, so we get to scry a bunch here. Ooh, this is actually really good. I
Yeah,
get to...
we even get. Yeah, I was gonna say if we draw a non-snow covered basic, we can play that instead, and then not waste the mill.
Alright, so we also get the scry here.
Great.
What,
Love it.
what about
Beautiful.
that? By the way, that card now says scry 1, draw 1. I don't know. Is that good?
Yeah, it seems okay.
Seems alright.
Scry 1, draw 1, mill 2. Alright. If Followed Shinobi comes down, we just Winter's Rest it. I don't really care about it.
I think whatever they play, we Winter's Rest it because that brings us up to 10 snow permanents.
Yeah, and they can't play Hermit here.
Conifer Worm.
Yep.
Okay.
Off the table, please. I do not want to see that. You know.
We're gonna put it to sleep. We're gonna have 10 snow permanents, and then
Yeah, we are literally just going straight to 10 here, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so
play a land, play an Astrolabe, play a rest. That's it.
So yeah, we'll do this. Milieu. No, thank you. Astrolabe on...
That's too bad. The Trinity Disappearance has been pretty good.
Target you. Scry 1. 2 Astrolabes in play? Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, sure. That's a 2-mana play.
Mill 2. Draw a card. I don't know, play Urza.
Sure.
It's also a great thing to, if they do get rid of the Merit Lage, Urza is also an excellent win con if, what do you call it, Soul Herder gets put down, you know?
And I'm like, I don't know, because Urza's dumb as hell. Target you. Tap that. We've got better things to draw.
You don't
than
need
just a
that
land.
anymore,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mill 2.
With 2 Astrolabes on board, you don't need the white, and it's just a mill 2 at that point.
The only possible argument I have for keeping it is that that's kind of 2 mana to play because an Astrolabe can be tapped for blue, but now we need to instead tap it for filter into white.
Yeah. The reason I'm not is just because, like, right here, I think they're gonna filter to green to fight down. If they fight down Cantrix, that brings us to 9, so we can't. Okay, maybe they'll like. Maybe they'll fight both. No, they can't fight both.
They had no way to ninjutsu that in.
Yeah, we've
Wild.
been killing every one of their plays.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, here's Merit Lage.
The biggest token in Magic.
Now give us.
Oh!
I think this.
Give us Reap the Pass at the fucking top. Oh!
Oh my goodness! You are
I'm just picking up the
absolutely
grave.
a criminal wizard.
Just get back everything.
Just rip it so they know that they're destroyed.
Like, this guarantees you're getting back either like, yeah, okay, cool, great, awesome. Just.
So now they bounce it and we re-Merit Lage.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And
cool job, buddy. Fun fact though, you don't want to put it down because the tokens will kill each other if you do that.
Well, they'll
yes.
want
Wait until. Yeah.
Yeah, they're. This is not here. This is not real. The Merit Lage
Yeah.
token, I do not believe in. I believe they have an answer to it right now. This is wins. Yeah. Wins is actually really nice because I get to get a shit ton of lands out of my deck. We're gonna take 5 and they're gonna get steal 2, which sucks. But how many lands do I get here?
What's the worst things they could steal at this point? Like probably Future Sight.
Future Sight would suck a lot. I would not be pretty happy about a Future Sight.
Future Sight and Druid would be a bummer. We can deal with Druid, but I would like to have Druid.
Okay,
So this thing dies to. You're gonna get that Shinobi dead as fast as possible.
Oh,
right?
hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Doesn't get left.
All right, well, let's see how bad the damage is. Ice Fang Quaddle, they can draw.
That doesn't matter. The Merit Lage is indestructible, so
Yeah, hell, it tramples.
it's 1 turn of blocking.
No, it doesn't trample. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Merit Lage doesn't trample, so that's 1 turn of blocking.
Okay.
And even then, you can still just flash back out either Smiting Helix or Firebolt to kill it, so it's not a big deal.
Because we have a billion cards in hand. All right, let's go.
So
I can play Urza. Play Smiting Helix, play Firebolt, play Merit Lage.
Sounds like a pretty
Looks
good move
like-
to me.
Looks like the line we've got. Because, like...
You refreshed on, like... You have 3 win conditions in your hand now.
I know.
Again.
Like,
After losing 2 of them, you pick the 2 back up, and you're good to go.
so
over the course
Firebolt,
of this game, you will have played 5 win conditions if you play all of them.
target you. Smiting Helix, target you. Tap some Astrolabes. Merit Lage.
great.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Nah.
Yeah, you don't need the lands at this point.
Next turn, I can make this indestructible from everything, and they've already spent their wins.
Hmm.
We can also Soul Herder, start flickering Urza.
So even if they do get rid of the Maral Age again with
Mana
with,
War. or
Mana
something.
War,
Yeah.
you still have 2 other outs. So
Ninja? This is actually a pretty strong... Actually, yeah,
That's
please,
our hand.
please Ninja that.
Love that.
Okay. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Good play.
It's pretty alright.
Okay, Merit can I Soul Herder and Hex Drinker all the way in one turn? Yes.
off the back of Urza, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is possible off the back of Urza.
Again, he is a deck by himself.
Our opponent already used their Wrath. I don't, like... I do not believe in them having 2 copies of that card.
2 and speed.
Also, if they played a Dead of Winter, it would not kill the Marit Lage.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah, good luck having 20 snow permanents on board, asshole.
Alright, then next turn we can just start flipping hers out.
Yep. Yeah, we're just assuming Marilage is dead here.
Actually, yeah, why isn't Marit Lage ever been a snow creature?
Hmm.
I guess because they didn't want to have token legendary snow creature avatar.
Well, my guess is that I think that if it were a snow creature, it wouldn't make any sense for it to be buried in the ice.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
Fair.
I don't think it's a dumb observation. I was like, actually, why wouldn't? It's like, oh, right, because like Marit Lage is like incredible space creature that got frozen under a shitload of ice, and when you thaw her out, she just
So,
murders everybody. It's time for one punch.
these are Wing Shards insurance.
Yep.
Anyway, we got to do it!
Mm,
Coming in.
Do we
got-
have another move? Twisted Reflection. Target creature gets
Not
-6,
dead.
-0.
not dead yet. Oh wait. No,
No,
sorry,
because they'll
still
take
dead.
they'll
Yeah.
take 6 from...
Also, it didn't work because
Yeah.
they swapped the power toughness, so like it became a 2014 instead of a 14. And
Yep. Big.
big. That is big.
Do they have do they have one punch thing? It won't work because it's indestructible, but did they also have that?
That'd be cool as hell if they did, but no. Anyway.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, so they could have given it -6 power, but it would have been 14 plus 6 from the from the progenitus on our side of the table.
Yeah, the tiny progenitus.
Holy shit. We got the Marit Lage opponent
That's
Twice.
twice in one game. Now, let's see what's in the chest here.
Hey! What's up?
Hey!
I'm gonna ask to see if we play later tonight. That's
Okay.
I'm in the mood. It's like really good.
How fitting. That's perfect. So yeah, I like Divinity as well. Divinity is is another card that also holds up stronger in Elder because that 25 or more life means it's just an 8/8 flying lifelinker. That's just a body, but like
Yeah.
Yep.
it also works well with devotion style stuff because it's 5 pips. All right, sweet, good stuff. A plus. You know, it feels like this was very like it's kind of stunning. We only saw one like half snow opponent, right? Like,
Yeah.
because it feels like that's just like the play, right? But And like, it's like, oh, do we try to go for a different deck that's maybe more silly? No, there's nothing sillier than what you can do with Snow because Astrolabe lets you cheat. Astrolabe forgives your mulligan to 4. So, excellent, perfect, A+. Thank you, Doc, and thank you, Kabanaw, both for jumping on in.
Yeah,
No
of course.
worries. I was completely free after too much, and I'm good to go.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to go ahead and swap on over to Xenoblade here. As mentioned, we're going to be doing some side quests and stuff, so just going to be doing that for a little while. So yeah, I hope you all had a good time with this. If you want to catch more anything I do, follow, subscribe. You get cool skulls, cool slimes, supports the channel. It's nice stuff. You can check out Doc over at the Sword Zone.
Sword dot zone.
So yes, the Sword dot Zone. And you can catch Kabanaw in, not the Kabanaw, in Cabin. Do you have your Twitch link to Kabanaw some yet?
I
Like-
don't actually.
Like
Man,
that would be a good.
that'd be good if Kevin Awesome just went there. Right now, it's like my game portfolio from like 5 years ago.
Sure,
But-
that's good too. Like,
But still, you got a good point there.
yeah. So twitch.tv/Kabanaw.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna flicker things over and catch y'all on the other side.
Have a good one.
All right. See ya.